Marlins and Nationals. Miami dropped 4 of 6 out west, but looks to rebound against a team that's spot. Guys like Bell and Berger trying to keep this team afloat and get them right.
However, the Nationals are playing great ball lately. This is the season series, and
that ERA looking good yet again.
You know, you look at the month by month, and you do.
It's the Marlins. He's seen them a couple of times. They've both been in this building, so.
Kick things off tonight against the Washington Nationals, a team that they have played on to that top NL wild card spot. However, since the all.
For 3, Rays for 2. Ocean Bank presents the Nationals batting order. CJ, but his last 5 starts, 2-1 with a 257 as he faces Abrams to start into right field. So that's how the day starts. A knock for
the best this year has been consistency, and it's been consistent. A
first pitch strike there to Lane Thomas, 300 over his last 19 games. That is blocked by Fortes. 1 ball. Braxton holds, delivers. Abrams goes out left side for Berger. Kind of a double, taking a big turn. And the Marlins are, listen, we talked about it. It's crunch time. Having not scored a ton of runs lately. You've got to tighten up those little things, and Skip is. Meneses with a swing and a miss at the cutter. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hits as Abrams goes. Fortes is right there. Did Berger get the tag? Two. Tried the slider. They checked down at first. No swing. We know base umpire and the crew chief Brian O'Nora behind home plate.
Yeah, Braxton Garrett will try the slider.
And here it comes from Braxton. Foul back. Charging Birdie will have only the 1 play at first as Abrams scores.
Ground. Look at the jump that Abrams gets at third. Boom. He's off and running. So no chance at all for.
And a strike to Keibert Ruiz. Their 80th of the year. That's the 4th most in the National League.
I was going to say, who do they think they are? The Atlanta Braves?
Yeah. Garrett able to keep his feet underneath him. He gets 3 balls, but it will come to bat next. De La Cruz in the middle with Sanchez, Fortes, and Birdie rounding out. He's in 6th game. All of his starts have come so far in August, helping to make. Fly ball out to shallow left. It'll be the shortstop Abrams, and that's the first
stop in 2020.
Yeah, we talk about baseball being an everyday sport, and his 33 home runs takes 1 inside. So, as you've noticed already, ball and a strike from Adone. And from what you gathered in some
mix things up, he did so before when he switched it around and had Soler leading off.
Long run in. Who's it going to be? Soler to second base, and that gets a rise to the plate. So the Marlins an early chance to even think. They've been down considerably for a good portion of the month. This has by far been his toughest.
I'll tell you another number that Skip Schumacher may have peaked.
Average 3-0 pitch taken for a strike. 3-1. Slashed foul, full count.
The one little thing that balls and curveballs, a 4-seamer, and you'll see curveballs mostly, few sinkers, few slides.
Mauro Vargas makes the catch, and Soler has to go back.
That line drive. Here's a high fastball. There's his swing, a little bit under.
On his former teammate for the first time and taking the ball down low. And that's out number 3. 3 against the Washington Nationals. And the first pitch of the 2nd inning from Braxton Garrett in there for a strike to Carr. In there for a strike.
That's turned out to be a good move for Chicago.
It's 2. That's a hit by Pitt. Leadoff man aboard for the 3rd. Berger goes to 2nd for 1 and a first baseman to get the lead runner. Lines that one foul. Nationals 2nd stop. So a little bit more playing time behind home plate as Ruiz again got him to chase upstairs and out of the zone. First strike.
Yeah, I think a lot of the
is. Alumni are here tonight. We saw Antonio Alfonseca throw out the first pitch to Kurt. Strikeout. Is calling everybody off, makes the catch, and the inning is over. So,
And there were some guys taking early batting practice about 3 o'clock, and
takes a strike, blowing inside corner. So it's 17-game on base streak. Good time to start new ones here tonight. Fifth, but into the numbers. Just in talking with Brant Brown before the game today about different game planning that they've done with him, because they've unlocked something for a guy who's already a first-round draft pick. The track and making the catch is Vargas.
he's going to want that.
Left tonight. Takes a first pitch strike.
Sometimes you see a team come into town. You saw the number.
Thomas in foul territory on, and they're
He's a terrific outfielder. Good concentration. He's
Sanchez.
But two guys, the point I was trying to make, Paul, two guys in De La Cruz and Sanchez.
Fastball misses high to Sanchez. Was 1 for 5 with a walk in San Diego. That one tap foul. Ball. And playable for call. 3 fly ball outs in it.
Did make that start, turned in a quality start, Paul, and kept the Marlins in that ball game.
Yeah, I mean, but he's been really good. And another thing that Skip had added to what Jessica had said, would out and get out there and pitch pretty well in a really tough environment.
Yeah, and that was the frustrating thing.
Strike at the top of the zone this year. Called strike 3. He was racking those up like crazy in the. Bounced foul off the bat of C.J. Abrams, second only to the Minnesota Twins.
The other thing about Braxton Garrett.
0-2. And another strikeout. Back-to-back Ks and 3 in the last first time up. Fouls that one back. And just to go inside the numbers, there's not a swing and miss type bullpen. The bullpen's second best in the National League.
Yeah, I think it's gotten a little bit more. Something can happen. Might not
up the third base line for a base hit. On the one hit sharply, and it's John Birdie making it out of the inning. Alumni that is here tonight for a Flashback Friday. Kurt Abbott, how you doing, man? Good to see you again.
I'm doing great, Paul. Thanks
Great.
for having me. He did all right. I almost missed that.
Did you?
I don't know if you knew that. Yeah.
I said it would.
Thumbed it a little bit, but we got it done.
We've seen you come back for a few of these things, but this year, of course, by the way,
Just went there and took a couple pictures with some good
Nice.
fans and had a really good time down there.
fan and the atmosphere. Fortes grounds to shorts, throw in the dirt. That's when they get the out at first base.
The old football stadium.
That's for
It
sure.
could get a little warm and toasty down there.
I'm still sweating. I was like, golly, I go out in that sun, you're blistering and soaking wet, and and here it's
Story for me.
probably my favorite one is I come down and we'll hit batting practice, and he says, "Hey Abby," he goes, "Go back up there. I was eating one of those things."
Birdie lines out to right, and it's caught by Lane Thomas.
Lloyd, down there in the dugout, and when it happened, it was magic. It's an Edgar since the day he's on the field. What a remarkable. I actually